Hi everyone. Welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Today, we're diving into an important and timely topic, climate change. Many people struggle to talk about environmental issues in English, especially when discussing causes, effects, and solutions. Whether you want to join discussions, understand news articles, or express your opinions on this topic, learning the right vocabulary is essential. In this lesson, we'll go over key vocabulary related to climate change, covering causes, effects, solutions, global policies, and activism. Each word will be explained clearly so you can use it confidently in conversations. This lesson follows our English Fab website, where you can find more useful resources. Now, let's get started. Let's go over some essential vocabulary. 1. Causes of climate change. Greenhouse gases, gases like carbon dioxide and methane that trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere, leading to global warming. Carbon emissions, the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere from burning fossil fuels. Fossil fuels, non-renewable energy sources like coal, oil, and natural gas that contribute to pollution. Deforestation, cutting down trees, which reduces the planet's ability to absorb carbon dioxide. Industrial pollution, harmful waste released by factories and manufacturing plants. Vehicle emissions, exhaust fumes from cars, trucks, and buses that contribute to air pollution. Oil drilling, the extraction of oil, which releases greenhouse gases and can cause environmental damage. Plastic waste, non-biodegradable plastic that ends up in landfills and oceans, harming wildlife. Agricultural impact, the use of fertilizers, pesticides, and livestock farming that releases methane and other harmful gases. Landfill gases, methane and other gases emitted from decomposing waste in landfills. Overconsumption, using more resources than necessary, leading to waste and pollution. Energy waste, unnecessary use of electricity, which increases fossil fuel consumption. Methane emissions, a powerful greenhouse gas released from agriculture, landfills, and natural sources. Urbanization, expanding cities, which leads to deforestation, pollution, and increased energy use. Wildfires, large-scale fires that release carbon dioxide and destroy forests that absorb greenhouse gases. 2. Effects of climate change. Global warming, the rise in Earth's average temperature due to increased greenhouse gases. Rising sea levels, the melting of ice caps and glacier, causing ocean levels to increase. Extreme weather, more frequent hurricanes, heat waves, and storms due to climate change. Melting glacier, ice sheets and glacier shrinking, reducing freshwater supply. Droughts, long periods of little to no rainfall, leading to water shortages. Heat waves, extended periods of excessively hot weather, causing health risks. Flooding, heavy rainfall and rising sea levels causing severe water damage in cities and towns. Ocean acidification, increased carbon dioxide in the ocean, making it more acidic and harming marine life. Habitat loss, the destruction of natural environments, forcing animals to migrate or go extinct. Endangered species, animals at risk of extinction due to climate-related changes in their ecosystems. Coral bleaching, coral reefs losing their color and dying due to rising ocean temperatures. Desertification, land turning into desert due to deforestation, drought, and climate change. Food shortages, decreased crop yields due to unpredictable weather conditions. Air pollution, the presence of harmful substances in the air, worsening respiratory problems. Water scarcity, a lack of clean water due to droughts and contamination. 3. Solutions and sustainability. Renewable energy, energy sources like wind, solar, and hydro that don't run out. Solar power, energy from the sun converted into electricity. Wind power, using wind turbines to generate energy without pollution. Hydropower, electricity generated from flowing water. Electric vehicles, cars powered by electricity instead of gasoline, reducing emissions. Reforestation, planting trees to absorb carbon dioxide and restore ecosystems. Recycling, reusing materials like paper, plastic, and metal to reduce waste. Sustainable farming, agricultural practices that protect the environment and use fewer chemicals. Carbon footprint reduction, decreasing personal or business greenhouse gas emissions. Eco-friendly products, items made using sustainable materials and methods. Composting, recycling food waste into nutrient-rich soil instead of throwing it away. Green technology, innovations that help reduce environmental impact. Water conservation, using water efficiently to prevent shortages. Energy efficiency, using technology that requires less energy to function. Zero waste, a lifestyle focused on reducing waste production as much as possible. 4. Global actions and policies. Paris Agreement, a global treaty where countries commit to reducing carbon emissions. Climate Summit, international meetings where leaders discuss climate action. Carbon tax, a tax on carbon emissions to encourage businesses to reduce pollution. Net zero emissions, a goal to balance carbon emissions by removing an equal amount from the atmosphere. Environmental regulations, laws to control pollution and protect nature. Sustainable Development Goals, global goals to promote sustainability and reduce poverty. Green initiatives, programs that encourage businesses and individuals to be more eco-friendly. Eco-conscious businesses, companies that focus on sustainability in their products and operations. Carbon trading, a system where companies buy and sell the right to emit carbon dioxide. Public awareness campaigns, efforts to educate people about climate change. Climate resilience, strengthening communities and infrastructure to handle climate change effects. Government policies, rules and laws that help reduce pollution and protect the environment. International cooperation, countries working together to fight climate change. UN Climate Change Conference, a global event where leaders discuss environmental policies. Wildlife protection laws, regulations to protect animals from habitat destruction and poaching. 5. Climate activism and awareness. Climate strikes, public protests demanding stronger action on climate change. Environmentalists, people who actively work to protect nature and fight climate issues. Conservation efforts, actions taken to protect forests, oceans, and wildlife. Carbon offsetting, funding projects that absorb carbon dioxide to balance out emissions. Green movements, social efforts to promote eco-friendly lifestyles and policies. Sustainable living, making choices that reduce environmental harm. Nature preservation, protecting natural areas from destruction. Pollution control, reducing waste and harmful substances in the air, water, and land. Community cleanups, volunteer activities to clean public spaces and reduce waste. Corporate responsibility, companies taking action to reduce their environmental impact. Individual actions, small daily choices that help the environment, like using reusable bags. Greenwashing, when companies pretend to be eco-friendly but don't actually help the environment. Eco-volunteering, helping with environmental projects and conservation efforts. Ethical consumerism, choosing products that are produced in an environmentally and socially responsible way. Circular economy, a system where materials are reused, recycled, and kept out of landfills. Now that we've gone over essential vocabulary, let's see how these words are used in real-life sentences. These examples will help you understand how to use them naturally in conversation. 1. Causes of climate change. Deforestation leads to higher carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere. Deforestation removes trees that absorb carbon dioxide, increasing greenhouse gases and worsening climate change. Fossil fuels like coal and oil contribute to carbon emissions. Burning fossil fuels releases harmful gases into the air, which trap heat and raise global temperatures. 2. Effects of climate change. Rising sea levels threaten coastal cities around the world. As ice caps melt, ocean levels rise, causing flooding and damage to coastal areas. The heatwave this summer broke temperature records. Extreme heatwaves are becoming more common due to climate change, making summers hotter than ever. 3. Solutions and sustainability. Switching to renewable energy can help reduce carbon footprints. Using solar, wind, or hydropower instead of fossil fuels helps lower greenhouse gas emissions. Using eco-friendly products minimizes plastic waste. Choosing sustainable alternatives like reusable bags and biodegradable packaging reduces pollution. 4. Global actions and policies. The Paris Agreement aims to limit global temperature rise. This international treaty encourages countries to take action against climate change by cutting emissions. Some countries have introduced a carbon tax to reduce pollution. A carbon tax charges companies for emitting greenhouse gases, encouraging them to adopt cleaner energy sources. 5. Climate activism and awareness. Young activists are leading climate strikes to demand action. Many young people participate in protests to push governments and businesses to take climate change seriously. Many companies are focusing on sustainable living and reducing waste. Businesses are adopting eco-friendly practices, such as using recycled materials and cutting down on emissions. That wraps up today's lesson on climate change vocabulary. Now you have the essential words and phrases to talk about environmental issues, whether you're discussing causes, effects, or solutions. Remember, learning vocabulary is just the first step. Try using these words in conversations, writing exercises, or even when reading news articles about climate change. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. If you ever get stuck, go back to this lesson or check out more resources on our English Fab website. Keep building your vocabulary, and soon, you'll be able to express your thoughts on important topics like a pro. Okay. Thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay fab.